such a good beat. I'm trying to listen to something. I was hearing my raid sound and I was very confused.
What she got? Oh, Zanya's.
That's the only item.
That's the only item. And a ruby.
Yeah, true. I've not.
Item. And a ruby.
Yeah, true. I've not.
Item. And a ruby.
Yeah, true. I've not.
Game he's playing, I'm not sure.
You'll get it.
You will get it once he actually opens the game up. Or you can look at his stream and it'll be in the title. He hasn't technically opened up the game yet, but in the title.
Oh, you bastard. Did you ask me for something before?
You know the command now, Zep. Good work. Zep himself typed in !rogue.
What's father up to? Why am I getting dropped frames? I haven't even started yet.
Oh no, it's Minecraft! Why is that an oh no? It's apparently
Oh boy. Okay, now is my game just deciding that it doesn't want to work? I taught you how to do this. How? I can't figure out how to do it myself.
Capturing it on screen.
Mm.
That captures the
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I kind of came up with what screen to put.
Now it's in the freaking wrong. Hey. I have the worst headache.
Not the worst luck.
Headache.
I have nothing here.
My body was like, you were outside for 4 hours in the sun. Feel like shit. How about?
Yeah.
Oh, you even got the sugar ones.
You could be seeing giant tree. That's
Did it-
the tree's normal size.
How's my tree?
It's a start. Getting there.
Yeah, it's just the bare bones. I haven't even started modifying yet. Bad. Do you like the bar? Angry family.
I haven't made them any family.
For now. I think I'm just dehydrated as. I don't know what to do. Might have been. True. Oh, bad. Headache. I knew I was meant to do something today, and I completely spaced on it until we were in the taxi. I needed to call up the computer people and be like, what the fuck? It's raining blocks. Why? I'm getting messed up by these stupid phantoms. Hey mate, how are you? I am just buggered. Absolutely buggered. I'm doing work. Good kind of work, yeah, that's what you want. I don't know if it's because my hair braid too tight, maybe. I don't know if that is the reason. I didn't have a headache, that would have been a lot cooler. Oh, the sub. Oh, thank you for the sub. Sorry, I thought that was a raid. I was like, that's sounds different. Holy moly, that shocked me. Shocked you, it shocked me. I was wearing my earphone while I'm working. Yeah, would have been a nice little surprise for you. So I'm working in the kitchen. Yeah, that's fair enough. You bastard. I'll never understand. Oh, my brain hurt. I don't know if that's the reason. I guess not. No, that implies being drunk.
That just implies drinking alcohol. People get old.
How dare you?
I also had a headache. Could be dehydration, but do you want it or out?
Loosened. I just felt like a whole bunch of release just then already. Oh boy.
I'm committed. Do you still have the hair tie on your wrist?
I do. Thank you. Since I'm always working in the kitchen alone anyway. That's fair enough, mate. I do appreciate the sub. You definitely don't have to do that to enjoy the content. Alright, you gonna see what I've done so far? I don't know if it looks any good. This is my first check. Well, so the dirt you need to place the blocks right, so that obviously is going to disappear eventually. Work, to be honest. Work. Need all of so I want to make it thicker, like maybe 4x4 at the bottom, maybe, and then sort of build it up. But where that You done streaming for tonight? Headache as well, or just? Thank you. I appreciate you. Is that a Jedi Pikachu? Oh, that's what I need. Pikachu.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Physical damage right now. How are you going?
Ooh,
Arnie,
piece of
almost-
candy.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Move yourself down to O'Shea Hennessy's office. What are you doing? Trying to build this thing, but it's kind of eh. You have a look. Yeah, that's yeah. It's gonna take a full.
I used to really good.
I'm good. That was rude. He stood in as your phone.
I couldn't hear it. Just feel it.
Ugh. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for tonight. I am. How's your day been? My day's been very long. I went to a concert to go see Peach PRC and 360. I just got a really big headache. Just didn't have enough water while I was out there in the sun.
Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way.
Electrolytes. I am so tired. My head is on fire. What are you up to today? Is it Tani, Kira, Sadie, the Kia? Who's talking?
It's like a reward.
How was your day? It's like a reward.
Christy, wake up! I don't like this! Christy, wake up! Hey, hello?
Time to wake up, time to wake up, wake up. I always forget that I pull. My show was great. That's fantastic. How did you go? Did you get placings, or is that not what that was? What kind of show this was? She got amazing scores. She was up against 14 adults. Nice. How did you go? This was a set get points to qualify for Riders of State. That's awesome. So how do you have you found out the results, or is that sort of like a wait and see type thing that you're calculating it still? Yeah, that's really good. Well, whatever the score ends up being, I wish you luck. I'm sure it's going to be great. No worries. Have a good night. I am also pretty close to bed. I'm buggered. Absolutely McBuggered. Yeah, that's all good. No worries. I'll just be sitting around doing this for a little bit. Yeah, I've got just a massive headache. It's killing me. I think I'm tired myself I could only imagine that you would, honestly. Oh, God. Hype. Much hype. One of those eyeball headaches, ones that like hurts you like right in your eye. was 33 degrees while I was riding today. Yeah, that would be bloody hot. I don't know how hot it was. I think someone said it got up to 40 or some shit, but I don't really know if it was that hot. It was definitely high 30s or at least mid 30s. Out in the sun, just bucket it in sweat. Isn't D4 you told me you installed? No, I tried to install it, it just didn't bloody work. I was installing it for ages. I think I was installing it for maybe 6 hours while I was just out doing stuff, and it didn't even freaking upload. Annoyed me a lot. Out of all the things that's hard in Minecraft, creating a freaking tree from nothing is apparently the hardest fucking thing. Struggle is real. I do play me some cheeky Minecraft off the line though. It surprisingly gets some of the most views out of most games streamed, to be honest. It does, yeah. Well, just think about who's watching, like predominantly on Twitch. Usually like teenagers or preteens. So they're obviously coming in watching, and that's what he said he loves this Minecraft. Said he loves this Minecraft or he loves my Minecraft? Both are good. If you could see some of the things I've made, you'd probably like it too, to be honest.
It's like a reward.
It's like a reward. It do sometimes. Well, I'll give you a quick little fly around with my minimal rockets if you want to have a look. Actually, I'll show you this top bit here first.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Alright, so this is the big Viking hall that I'm currently making up here. It looks a lot better from outside, and I'll show it to you when I do a big circle. Yeah, look at the hype. So I made a Mjolnir nether portal. So it's a Thor's hammer nether portal with these blue glass panes which are meant to look like lightning coming off it. But ignore the purple, that's just storage that I'm putting there for while I'm building. So far it's this first floor, then there's a second floor. Do you play with mods like HD Lab Photorealism? No, I don't. They're not called mods on here, they're just called texture packs, but you can buy them and play with them. They just use up a lot more CPU, which I don't have to give right now. So I probably will when I upgrade my graphics card and stuff like that. But yeah, Void plays with ultra realism. He plays with ultra realism while I don't on this same server. So his screen looks completely different to mine, but we're playing the same server. But yeah, this is my Mjolnir nether portal. I'm planning on making the entire glass out of gold blocks, but sorry, the entire ground out of gold blocks. But it's very, very expensive. The hall itself is up that high, so 1, 2, 3, 4 stories high, and then it's got a Viking long hall up there on the roof. The current thing that I'm building for it right now is a massive big Yggdrasil up here. That's what I'm trying to build here. So I'm trying to build like a very sort of random thick base tree that goes up and winds up. I was going to build it all the way up to build limit, but I feel like that would be too much. But basically all the stone and dirt you see up there is just placeholders. It'll be destroyed eventually. But yeah, if I jump out and fly around. So there's a sword nether portal. There's Favor's pink and white base. There's Void's castle. This is my friend's like real pretty looking garden that he's built. And then you come back to my Viking hall, which is this one here. That's the Viking hall, and then that's how tall the big tree of life is meant to be. And the Viking hall, on top there is going to go back into the mountain for a fair distance. There's another person's base there. This is my base over here in this side of the wall. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing. Well, it is all pretty exciting, and put a fair bit of work into it already. There are my. Fireworks. So you're building it all on your own, not on creative mode. Yeah, this is all in survival mode, so everything built has been mined at some point. Feyre got bored one day and built a massive big path that leads all the way around the roof of this canyon that we're building in. So this path goes all the way around the base, past everyone else's, houses in their main areas. Feyre got bored and just did that. And they've all got paths, Void's leads to Feyre's, and Feyre's leads to the dock. There's another dock over here, with the fishing boat. So from this dock you can see my builds in the distance over there. So like that's how big my build is from a distance. Eventually it'll fill up the mountain. Well, not fill up the mountain, but like connect into the mountain so it doesn't look like there's a big hole behind it. And that's the sword. This guy's built his trading boat recently. I haven't actually looked at what he's been doing lately, but he's been building these fairy lanterns that sort of spiral up into a floating little, like a dangling little, I don't know how to explain it, enchanting room maybe. And he's got like a little enchanted forest. He's got his beehives over there. Yes. We built this. So this all here, inside the water, was plain. It was just gravel base, the entire thing. So we came in and I built that. I built that there, which is a conduit, which allows you to breathe underwater and see underwater, as long as you're out of water. We introduced the turtles in, bred the heck out of them, introduced tropical fish, brought coral in, planted kelp and grass and all that sort of stuff. So we decorated the reef that's in our base because we were sick of having a bland base. But yes, so far that's how the my tree of life is looking. It's a big thick base, sort of leans up, starts bending and curving. I'm thinking about putting another curve in right there, and I want the top to build a massive canopy, so there'll be more little arms, branches reaching for the roof. And then there's going to be heaps of different things. Fly. Feyre's is a very, very big, pretty, mushroom-covered fort. Void's is very dark and mysterious.
Monkey.
This is what I've been working on. A week or two. But inside here, this massive cavern is intended to be the building space. So I didn't dig any of it out. It was like a big old hole in the mountain. Yeah, it is. It's freaking huge. So that's why I had to make the front of it so huge, because the big front hole was pretty big. Then, excuse me, the intention is to sort of build some stairs up here leading up to this big flat area over there, and I'll build like a throne room / trophy room style thing. What I really like about it is like this has, when it renders in, a pretty decent view of everything. Brown dog. Where's the brown dog? The cat? I do have dogs in my house, but I keep them protected because I've only got 2 or 3 of them, so I keep them away from harm. But yeah, the plan for the tree, right? So see how there's these, it's called scaffolding. The scaffolding leading up that line there. So I'm sort of building around that and making sure I don't build on it, because inside the trunk of the tree, where these iron blocks are, the iron blocks go all the way around inside the base of it, and inside, like all of these will be iron as well. And then inside of it, excuse me, so right here where this starts going up, there's going to be a conduit. So there's going to be not a conduit, a beacon. It's good. Yeah, well, Void plays, Feyre plays, one of our other friends plays as well. I made this realm. I'll carry in D4, we carry you in Minecraft. Is that how it works? Because like, when this is done, where that beacon is, where that scaffolding is, there's going to be a big light shining through it all the way up to the top of the tree. So it's going to look like it's sort of weaving and curling around a big light beam. That's the plan anyway. I don't know how well that's going to turn out. And I was thinking about expanding this here. That's meant to just be, it's just a little man holding a trident. But I was thinking maybe expanding it, making it a bit bigger, double the size maybe. Got sugarcane, carrots, wheat over there, potatoes, and then beetroot. But beetroot is fucking useless. So we've only just gotten our wings. So beforehand we were using boats as our primary source for transportation. So yeah, we haven't built any landing pads at each other's bases or anything. We haven't got any good flying infrastructure, if you were. One of the first things I added when I built the base was a stable. Like donkeys and horses, all in diamond armor. And then you've got your sort of creepy stable in here with like your bone horses and your lava walkers. I've used up all my deep slate. My iron. It's all gone. Yes. Oh yeah, this is my base. This is just my base that I built. You've got your main little room here. This was my first survival area. And then I built a enchantment area down below. Enchanting room, and then this is a storage chest for all of my enchanting books. Then this is the potions room and brewing. Come down here, and you get unlimited water sources. You know, heaps and heaps of brewing stations. A box for every single potion in the game, and a recipe for how to make every potion in the game, corresponding to the side of the wall that it's on. So regeneration, water breathing, tells you how to make it. The ingredients. This one's useless. This just goes to the other side of the mountain, because all of our bases are literally just built into mountains, which I think is pretty cool. Doge, my little doges. And plenty of burbs. Do they all like link as one big tunnel? Do they mean? Got an aquarium. Got a frog area. Axolotl tank. No, they're not house to house at the moment. So like, at the moment we've only dug into our own bases. We didn't want to interact with each other too much. Like, we sort of didn't want to accidentally dig into someone else's mine or anything like that. Excuse me. Although, with that said, Feyre did build a tunnel to my base. So Feyre's is that way, while I was building this nice pretty little walkway. Sort of, do you have the same system in place or server backup? Yeah, I back up the server every day. Well, not every day, usually once a week, maybe twice a week. But yeah, while I was building this nice little fairy garden leading to Feyre's base, I'll show you what she made me. Which kind of... Yeah, I haven't let anyone in that I don't trust. So this is what most people have started building, is like a little tunnel that leads from inside our little base building area. Because we're literally surrounded, it's like a big donut, and we're in the base, the center of it. So we've each got our own little tunnel that leads out. But this is what Feyre built, leading to my base. You can't use it because I don't have a boat. Actually, I can probably craft one. So she put this in here, and this is how fast you go on ice in a boat. Like, and now I'm at Feyre's. And then to get back is just as fucking fast. So yeah, it's not a bug. It's called blue ice. It's one of the only ices that doesn't melt. I'm trying to do tricks and shit, and it's throwing me off. So most people make nether highways out of this. So they take this into the nether because it doesn't melt. And then they build big tunnels from portal to portal to allow you to jump around the jump between different areas really, really, really fast. But yeah, Feyre wanted to build that to everyone's base so everyone could just use that to get around, but I prefer flying. Yeah, the problem is a lot of people build underground, so if she starts building tunnels towards their base, she'll probably fall into their tunnels and bases and stuff. So yeah, this is like a big donut, pretty much. If you go out this way, which is pretty much where my base is, there's a villager tower. This is the outside now. It is a massive thing, and this is where I'm building my my things. So we're pretty much all built in there. You know, like there's big cracks and crevices and shit everywhere, and this is how close the nearest village is to our base, which is pretty nice. It's right here. And then I've built a trading station right here. So we've blocked off all the villages, put them into a well-lit, walled area, so no mobs will spawn in here to kill them. And then we've bred them and given them all job stations like this. So then we have unlimited trading with them. And then to get back to base, this is the nether portal system I was talking about. Let's leave you with extra steps. Okay, so that portal there leads to the village that I was just at. And if you go that way for a really long ass time, you can get to the mansion portal. And this portal right here leads you back to base. The nether fortress is that way. Void's base is that way. This one leads you to a coral reef down that way. Another one, this one here takes you down to mining the rare stuff. This one takes you to a fishing dock. But yeah, instead of, you know, walking all the way from our base to the village or flying or roading, you literally just jump in one portal, jump out another portal. So that is the portal that it's connected to the nether. Doing a really good job on that. And then this is something that I secretly built so I could help everyone. It was a secret until it was done, but then once it was done, I opened it for everyone. So, got my villager trading hall. All my villager beds and doors and stuff to make them breed. Yeah, these are all maxed out, so they're all mainly masters at crafting and their trades and stuff. So this is every single skill book in the game. So you got mending, silk touch, projectile protection, power, fire aspect, looting, thorns, arthropods. Every single enchantment book that you need is here. You just need to pay them to get it. And I built this as a surprise to Feyre. This one leads to a so you would have every potion in enchantment for armor. Yeah, yeah. So all my armor is maxed out. I had it maxed out before I built that. The only thing I needed from the villagers was mending, which you can't get from anything else. But like, they're all pretty maxed out. The tools are all maxed out. And then I built this, which is just sort of like a fairy tunnel that leads you out. I haven't decorated the walls or anything, but yeah, glowberries and lanterns and vines and stuff. Then I also built another one for Kim because she asked me to. She saw how well I did on that one, and then she asked me to build her own one. This is the one I built for Kim. pretty much the same, just a little bit more light and a little bit more flowers and colors and fanciness. Then Feyre and I built a zoo of all the, like, the sort of fancier animals you can't tame. So in this one here, there's snow wolves or snow foxes. So it's just full of snow foxes. They're very, very, very cute. They curl up into little donuts and just chill out. So we built these enclosures, decorated them, then went and caught the the foxes to introduce them. They eat berries, so they'll run up to that and they'll harvest it. And then these are the normal foxes over here. And then we got pandas, which are fucking so hard to get back. They're so dumb. Got pandas and ocelots at the back. I didn't even know ocelots were still in the game, to be honest, but ocelots. And we've also got polar bears. Polar bears in this one here. We got Yogi Bear and Snow Bear, Ice Bear. Yeah, they're in a very guarded area because they're freaking aggressive. And that is most of it. So yeah, this is the main Viking hall bit on top of the. It's almost like a castle. So that builds up to here, and then I'm gonna pretty much just fill all the walls in with something, and then keep building into the mountain. But yeah, there's so much room for activities. So much room. Oh, and then this is Void's Tunnel. Let's see if I can. Oop. I'll try it. This tunnel leads into Void's base. Oh no. I'll get it. I'm gonna. Kind of made it. And Void's base is insane. It's gotten so good. So this, he's got water tunnels all over his base. So if I just walk into this, I want to go straight into his main base. This is his main base area that he's started to fix up. All black stones, all massive. Potions room, the spare bedroom. He was showing me this the other day. I didn't actually get a chance to look. I was looking over Feyre's shoulders. But yeah, it's just cool to see everyone's different vibe. Like this guy's gone full like fairy garden and sort of mythical and fantastical, and then Kim's gone full mushroom fairy. Void has gone very dark castle and things like that. But if I go over here, so this leads up into the wall. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very nice. And then you just fall straight down. I think it's this one you gotta stand on. This void stuff is very, very cool. Show off his stuff. So now we're like well underground now, like we're very, very deep down near diamond level, and that's where he built his base. Got his little automatic gardens in here. So these are all automatic, constantly just filling up chests. Got his bedroom. I don't know what's in his bedroom. Sorry, I'm missing just eating dinner. Yeah, no, you're a good man. But to get from the bottom of Void's base, which is negative 51. Well, let's try. So from here, so negative 45, all the way up to the top of his base, you want this. And then you're there. No ladders, no nothing. You just from fully almost at the bottom of the map to top of his base in about 10 seconds. But yeah, that's how things have been going. I only just started doing like renovations inside, and then I got the urge to build a Viking hall, so I started working on that. Ugh, absolutely buggered. Free. Fucked up priorities. Still mega world though. Thank you. There is so much to do. Like right now, I'm about to build an auto shulker filler. There. Connect this to this. Don't know if you know what I'm doing or not, but with this shulker box here, you can fill it and then you can break it. So like this shulker box here is inside a chest, but if I take it out and place it, it's also full of things. So if I fill up a shulker box, I can fill up like all of these. This has got all my rare and precious things in it that I don't want other people touching. So many diamonds. Box in a box. Pretty much a box in a box. So this has got like my totems of undying, heaps of diamond ore, enchanted apple, gilded blackstone, diamonds, emeralds, stacks of stacks. But yeah, basically if I don't want people touching my valuable shit, I just put it in my end chest and no one can access it. So it's not that big of a deal about stealing because they can't take the good stuff. But what I've just done is connected that to that, so if I put my main commodity at the moment is sugarcane. Sugarcane here is just going to start disappearing into the sugar chest. So all I need to do is I can fill this up and have nothing there, but if I want to fill up a chocolate chest, I just chuck it there and it'll just fill itself up. That's the plan anyway. Don't know if it's going to actually I was working on the tree, but I cannot be bothered with that tree right now. It's a very, very long project that I just don't want to do. I need someone down on the main floor. Like, I need him to also be playing, Feyre still be playing, so I can just be like, hey, how does it look now? And I can just look over at her screen and be like, okay, well that needs to be done. But otherwise I need to just waste all my resources getting up and down and up and down. Giggity.
Christy, wake up! I don't like this! Christy, wake up! Hey, hello?
Wake up. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are loud on purpose. That's my wake up alarm, so I don't mind that one being loud as fuck. Get me up here. Okay, so this is, I feel like this is a decent level to have it at. Four wide. Shit. Damn it. I'm not doing the right things right now.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
H2O. Dang, I don't got no points to make you do shit. Well, I don't have any point rewards to make me do shit, but maybe I should add that. No. How are you, mother and father? How are ya? How ya fucking going? How the bloody hell are ya? Sorry, I'm overtired at this point. I think that's what's going on. Let's just put it down to that. I worked today, so I hate my life. Yes, very nice. I went to a festival and saw Peach PRC, so I guess sucked in. That's payback for calling me a turd. Our son is very intently watching you play. Ah, thank you, William. I appreciate it. You've got some good parents. I didn't say that. Said you're welcome. No. Wait, why do I help you again? Oh, that's right, because he's a decent people. He just grabbed my arm and said he was talking to me, Dad. Oh, I was talking to you, mate. Thank you for watching. A little extra viewer. Ah, I'll show you this as well. Fairy's pretty proud of it. Oh, God, it's stuck. This was wrapped around this one. They took our jobs. Took our jobs. Back to the pile. He is copying. They took our jobs. That was good. Okay, let's do this. Oop. What's William's favorite animal in Minecraft? Is it Will or William? What does he prefer? Oh, I can't get that out of my head now. What? Cows, he said, they go moo. They do go moo. They took our jobs. What colored cats does he like? There's black, there's white, there's like tabby, there's grey. Well, what do you know? I have a black cat right at my front door, named William. Real worried about these cows, to be honest. Worried about their health or worried just about... No, they're going alright. They're just in there chilling in their little yard. That's a very important cat. That one keeps me safe. I don't know, but they're coming. You gotta move quickly, apparently. Oh. We're out of the way now. They can't get us. Work is work, and work always sucks. I can't really talk, I haven't worked for a while. After I lost my job, just kinda scoot around, doing not much else. I got tired of telling the story of why I don't work and all of that, so I posted it in my about me. I was just like, oh well, if people have questions, they can just look there. Subby bits nice. What's this? Is it paid per views or paid per subs? No, it's not paying all that much, to be honest. And he's right. It's a bit of both, though. Like paid per views is a thing. So you get paid per ad. You get like a couple cents per ad that people play. So the more views you get, the more ads that are being played. So yeah, views equals cents. So every time there's an ad that pops up on your screen, I get like 1 or 2 cents from it. So the more people that are watching, that multiplies it by however many people are watching. And I can also run longer ads to get more money, but I don't like running ads. I just have it on the auto thing, which is like one every hour, I think. Because I don't like purposely just putting ads in and being like, gimme, gimme, gimme. Like I'll play it as they, like you have to play ads once you become an affiliate. But you don't actually have to do anything, they just play automatically every hour. My first call of the day was a lady that gave me an exact model and said, what can you do that for? So I told her, knocked like, yep, nice, and she was like, oh, is that it? My budget isn't that high. So I just wanted to tell her to choose a cheaper fridge instead. Getting shitty because you can't afford a fridge. It's way out of your price range. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Can you play ads when you go AFK? Yeah, you can. You can just be like, yeah, I'll be back in a sec. So I have them set up. I don't use them, but it's a little pop-out screen while I'm streaming. It's in dashboard, create a dashboard or whatever it's called. So if I go into there, I can't really show you, but it has run a 1 minute ad break. That's actually smart. Why haven't I been doing that? Yeah, in create a dashboard, you can set it up. You can have a 15-second ad, a 30-second ad, 1 minute ad, and 1 minute 30 ad. But the longer you have it going, it doesn't just play a minute and a half ad. It'll play 4 or 5 ads back to back, and that's a quick way to lose followers or lose viewers because they'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake, another ad. Yeah, so I don't like doing the ad thing just for that reason mainly. But yeah, there are a lot of people that are all about the ads. Every chance they get, it's an ad. But that's not me. I don't like watching ads when I go to people's streams, so I don't like making people watch ads when they come to me. And as you sort of have said in your own about me sort of thing, I'm not about it for the money. I like gaming. I like playing games, I like building things, I just like chatting shit. Sorry, William, I didn't mean to swear. Yeah, so it's similar to mine. Like, yeah, I'd prefer to just play games and chat with people. It really has nothing to do with the money for me. When I first started, I was like, oh, imagine getting paid for gaming. That's the dream. Wait, let me try and catch up here. I've missed a lot of stuff. Okay, that's cool. Can you play ads when you go okay? Yes, you can. Just ask to make your own fridge using dry ice. She was so mad that I wasn't discounting more. She chose a $2,000 unit and was upset I wouldn't do it full excel. Are you fucking Karen? She couldn't see why she was being unreasonable. They usually can't. Alright, I think I need... just add a little something. I got my PC specs down, but you think it's in USD? It should transfer depending on which one you want it to show. I think. The 3080 is a killer in cost. 3080. Anything not in the specs is webcam. Yeah, nice. I recently found out that I had been ripped off with when I ordered my PC. So I ordered a 3050 and they sent me a 2060. And they sent me the wrong PCU, they sent me the wrong AMD chip or some shit. Just finding all that out is really annoyed me. Yeah, I was meant to call him today, but I completely spaced on it. Well, I thought, you know, if I choose the specs I want, I put it together, I choose the tower, I choose the bits and pieces that goes in it, then it will arrive how I fucking built it. That was through Scorp Tech. I don't know if it's a stuff up on my end, like maybe I ordered it at what it was and then they upgraded to the 3050s, making the 2060s irrelevant, so they got rid of them and just replaced it. But when you tap on the link in my receipt to take you to the thing I bought, it says 3060. I paid for 3060 because I got the blue screen of death for a solid 2 hours the other day, which is a bit rough. So I bought these new RAM sticks, right? So new 16 gigabyte RAM sticks, so I could double it because I currently only have 2 8s. They always write they wouldn't. Yeah, probably. You're entitled to whatever is on your receipt. Well, here's the thing. The receipt says 2060 on it, but when I tap on tap the receipt because it has an embedded URL in it, it takes me to the page to show the build, and it's a 3060. So in the build, they've given me 3060, but I've received a 2060. Sorry, 3050. Yeah. Anyway, I got to figure it out because it cost $1,500 for the build that I chose, but I got charged $1,900, which would make sense with delivery, but the cost for a 3050, the cost for a 3050 was extra, and I paid that extra without getting the extra stuff. So I only discovered this 2 nights ago when I was showing Void my specs and stuff, and we were trying to figure out why I was getting they added extra. Yeah, I don't know, they added extra. Well, they added less because I was ordering the 3050 and I got the 2060, but still in the receipt it connects to the web page that shows me receiving a 3050, but I didn't receive that. I got a 2060. They would have seen it and worked for. Said they added extra but less. I've gotten like the bare minimum power supply to run a gaming PC as well, because I ordered Feyre's PC for her as well, and she's got the upgraded 750 or the 650 PCU, and I've got the 550, which barely runs all the things I got in there now. I'm not salty, I swear. Salty. Grr. Yeah, I be salty. I do be. I'm trying not to be aggressive right now. I'll send it over to you. When I upgrade my PC again, I'll send it over to you. Get the fuck? What the hell? Get out of my swamp. Let's build a pretty looking thing. CPU is a 9777. See, when I went PC, I was a nooblet. Like I've always been a console person, and that had nothing to do with preferences. That was just price. Like the price of things determined what I bought at that time. And like everyone was like, "Oh, you can't just fuck it. You can't play that shit." I'm like, "That's all I can afford, man." So when I got the PC, it was definitely subpar because I didn't know what to buy, what not to buy. No, I like it. Yeah, I've definitely found that out speaking with Void recently, just some of the little silly mistakes I made when I ordered mine, which I feel like I've sort of learnt from, I hope. Yeah, that's not too bad. Sorry, I am listening, I swear. How's your work in the kitchen going, mate? It slows down a little. At least today I actually have time to eat peacefully. Well, that's good. As you should. The last job that I had was the army, so I don't think I had a peaceful meal for maybe 5-6 years, having to scoff every meal in a rush, always having somewhere to be, something to do. Weird. Oh no. For sure. Yeah. So I don't know. I relate to wanting to just have a chill fucking meal. You want to go army? Is that what you kind of want to do? 9 PM to 12. Oh, you should stream. Sorry, I misunderstood that. If I have someone to help me in the kitchen, I probably have time to break and eat. But sadly, the owner is weird. He doesn't want to hire anyone. Yeah, that's most owners. Is it okay to just stream randomly? Yeah, you'll find a time that works better for you, as far as viewers and who's actually viewing your stuff. Like for me, strangely enough, early morning is the best because most people are getting home from their jobs or either waking up or getting home from work at around 4 a.m. our time. So, yeah, it really depends on who you want to stream to. If you're streaming to Australians, stream at a decent time for Australians, so like after 5. If you're trying to stream to Americans, you got to aim for like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. starts, or waking up early to start streaming as they're finishing their day. Yeah, that just means you're going to have more Australians viewing your stuff than anything, to be honest, and obviously there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's really down to preferences. If you literally don't care, then that's fine. But if I'm... Yeah, 2 a.m. Usually I get American viewers around between 2 and 3 a.m. Yeah, so once you've got affiliate, then it really doesn't matter when you stream. You can stream at any time that you want. But while you're trying to get affiliate, you sort of want to aim for a time that you know that there's going to be people watching, just to get that average up. And that's literally it. Once you've got affiliate, you can just completely change up everything and just play how you want, stream how you want. That's just the way I see it. Like, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to what I have to say, but that's how I did it. So I was streaming. I would go to bed at like 10 or 11, and then I'd wake up at 3 and stream for 4 or 5 hours until 6 a.m. and then I'd go back to bed. And I got heaps and heaps of American viewers. That was a long time ago. I do not do that anymore. We are in the future, so our time don't fit the okay. Yeah, technically so. I think we're 17 hours in the future. But in saying that, I get some from 10 to 2 a.m. Yeah, that's usually people staying up late. The American that I used to play with, he would, I don't know the actual times, I couldn't tell you. But he'd either need to be he'd be going to school or getting home from school at around the times that I wanted to get off my stream. Yeah. But like, my viewers are predominantly American, surprisingly. I get less Australians. I get more Australians now after specifically looking for Australian streamers to help. But that's about it. I think this is a decent staircase, and this can be a big throne room thing. I think that looks alright. Need more dark oak. Yeah, well, that's perfect then. Like, stream when you want to stream. There's no time limit thing that's gonna work the best, because you'll have Australians that are up the same time you're up. Like, some people are I was streaming at ridiculous times because I had a bit of insomnia for a while. Still have it, but it's a lot less. But when I was streaming at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. I still had views. Weren't as many, wasn't as good, but I still had views. you just need to find your people. It must be rough to make you leave the armed forces. But I won't get into that. Look, I've talked about it enough times with psychs and therapists. And put it out into the world on TikTok. Like, doesn't bother me if you have to ask. Just lots of physical injuries. Got like arthritis in my spine. Had a few knee surgeries. I've had 3 back operations. What else? Gear up for a stream soon. Sounds good. I'll have my I'll have a few viewers watching you. We've got lumbar spondylitis, cervical spondylitis, thoracic spondylitis. Oh no! She was going to talk about it. Yeah, she can feel free to. Like, in the beginning, when it all started happening and, you know, I started getting told that I wouldn't have a job and all of that stuff sort of happened, that was pretty rough. But, you know, talking about it's a lot easier and better in the long run than to keep it in and get all depressed. She is a nice human. Good old Mumsy. She is a good human. Who are you people? Who sent you? Just push on. That's right. Shun the non-believers. Like, the biggest thing that I tell everyone that goes through anything even remotely similar is to fucking talk about it. Because, like, you know, it might... I'll put a trigger warning in before I say the thing I'm about to say, but if you want to leave, leave. But I lost 6 friends to suicide in my time in the army. That's 1 a year. Like, it's pretty bad, and they literally were surrounded by friends, people that wanted to help them. You know, it's just they didn't take the opportunity to talk about it, and that's rough. Like, this life that could have been still going on but didn't because some people didn't want to talk about it. That shit baffles me sometimes. Like, I did have a pretty bad depression for a while. Still occasionally, but it's definitely not as bad as what it used to be. You know, the whole gaming thing has definitely helped as well. That's always been sort of a safe thing for me to do to cheer me up somewhat. But yeah, like, these guys were surrounded by 30, 40, 50 of their mates a day, but didn't say anything. Yeah, and I don't understand that. Stigma around mental health is insane. Yeah, the stigma around men talking about their mental health is disgusting. And I was a big advocate for mental health for a long time. Just, you know, heaps of my friends. We were all friends. We all lived together. We worked together. We saw each other every single day. We hung out. We drank together. We, you know, went clubbing together. All of that stuff. And then, you know, you see them every single day, and you're always there. You've always got someone to talk to, but they just didn't. and that just, it doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. They had the opportunity, they had the means, the motive, but they just didn't, because they didn't want to seem like a coward or weak. It just blows my mind that some people think like that, like they would rather live with the burden than try and talk about it with someone, you know? It's just sad. That's why I'm big on making sure Will knows it's okay to say he's feeling something, and that's it's okay to have feelings as a boy or a man. Yes. I agree, 100%. Definitely talk if you need to talk. There's always someone that's willing to listen. Always someone. I missed some messages. I lost one from high school 2 years ago. He was reaching out to our circle of mates, saying hello and acting like he was happy, then one day gone. Just losing one for me was hard. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I talk to mum like a little girl if I got something on my mind. Yeah. Just, I did try and reach out. So this is what happened. This is my story. This is why my whole depression thing kind of blew up for a while. So I was struggling with some stuff at work. And they made me fill out a questionnaire, like how much are you drinking, how much are you smoking, are you doing drugs, you know, just your normal mental health questionnaire type thing that you gotta score a certain amount on, otherwise they want to talk to you about stuff. And I filled that in truthfully. So I just spent, so I got promoted a few times, and I had my first command position, and I've always knew how I was gonna do my commanding. Like it's more of a mateship, laissez-faire style thing, which has always been my behavior anyway. And one time I made a plan, and the plan was real smart, really smart. Because at that time I think that we were doing shifts, 8 hours on, 16 hours off, 8 hours on, around the clock for 3 months straight, and we were sitting out on, you know, COVID checkpoints and checking people's IDs. This is well before having to temperature people and before lockdowns and things like that. This was early days, and I thought of a really good plan, because I had 16 people with me, and the way that I did it was, I was like, oh, 8 people can run the whole station for one day, and then 8 people can run the station the next day, which will mean the previous 8 people get a day off. So they'd have a day on, day off, day on, day off, day on, day off. And it just, to me, made sense, because at that time they were working every single day already. Like, we rocked up and they'd already been working there for 2 months, and we rocked up and we were only 2 weeks into it, and we were like, this is fucked. This sucks. So I changed it, and I was like, yep, less people go out there. You work for 8 hours straight, no changing over, like have toilet breaks, food breaks, all that sort of stuff, but the next day you get it off. And to me, made sense. To them, made sense. It sounded great to them. And then I had like a power drunk sergeant question me and call me in. Like I was the first, like I'd already worked for a week straight doing this. I just wanted to make sure it worked before I took my day off. So I took my day off after a week of doing this and it working perfectly. And then what had happened was the sergeant that was finishing his shift, and we were doing the changeover. This was my first day off. He called me at stupid o'clock in the morning to come and he's like, where are you? I was like, oh, I've put this person in charge who was the same rank as me, so they have the same responsibilities regardless. I was like, put them in charge. Then yeah, I was like, nah, I've already cleared this with higher ups. Like I've already asked this question to do this. I've I've already been running this for a week. It's been going well. This is my first day not working in maybe 3 or 4 months, so I was just going to enjoy it. And then, yeah, he called me out to the straight over point. He's like, you better get your fucking ass right here. We're not leaving until you get here. So I grabbed the rest of my team and I headed out there, and I had a bit of a verbal altercation with this guy in the middle of civilians driving their cars through, getting checked for COVID, in front of the police. Pretty much, he's like, oh, like you've barely had that rank for very long. Like if you want to have an issue, we'll have an issue. And I'm like, we can have something here right now if you want. And he's like, anyway, I got in trouble for trying to help. And then after that issue, so this is a big long-winded fucking circle story. But when I went back to work finally, after months of being down in Victoria where it was cold and gross and wet, came back up and they gave me that mental health questionnaire thing because one of my friends had offed himself during the COVID thing while we were there and he was back home. So like I took a day to watch the funeral, and that was it. That was the day. That was the reason that I took that day off. I was like, this is my first day off, and it was to watch my friend's funeral on live stream. And then he called me out and he like verbally abused me and shit, and that's when I called him out and I was like, let's fight. And then he went back and had a little whinge. Like he's a grown man. Like he's 40 or so. He's a grown man. He's not a fucking child. He's not an immature, 20-year-old or something like that. Could have been me. I nearly went into the forces right after high school. I literally was 18 for a week before I joined the army, so mistakes were made. But yeah, so that was the reason I wasn't there for the day. That's how the story connects. And because he made me come in on the day that I had organized to have off, I missed my friend's funeral, which I saw red, and I went looking for that sergeant. But the reason that he acted the way he did and dobbed me in and had a whinge and stuff was because he was literally transferring the next day, and he just wanted to have his last little power trip before he left. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, so I was very salty and grumbly and mad at a lot of people for no real reason. And then when I came back to work, the first thing they made me do after hearing that I had called out a sergeant in front of a bunch of civilians and in front of the police was to do that mental health check, to be like, well, something's wrong. Let's check him out. And I scored one of the worst possible scores you could get on that thing. And it was, yeah. Lost my job soon after that because I actually had the downtime from not working constantly. I had the ability to find out what was wrong with my body because I'd always had issues and always been in pain and stuff like that. But because I had because they had put me on like psych leave, I got a chance to find out what was wrong with my back, what was wrong with my knee, what was wrong with my this, that, and the other thing. So yeah, that's the main reason I lost my job, was because they gave me enough time off so I could figure out what was wrong with me. That's pretty much the only reason. No, that's a pretty good reason. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good reason. I didn't tell them that. I didn't tell them that was the reason why I wanted the day off. But I had organized this different way of working anyway, and it was working real good. Well, yar. And that is the story that I have told many times. Yeah, don't stress about my story. Dang, deep. Yeah, it might be deep, but the amount of times that I've talked about it, like, I tell my story to be more relatable to people so they can feel more comfortable to share their own things. I've already gone through all of my stages of grief. I've gone through all of them. So I feel like I'm not that bad anymore. Because, like, yeah. It is rough to lose your friends. So I don't want other people to have to deal with that shit. Lived experience doesn't lose to me. Gravitas. Because you've told it many times. Yeah, like when I tell that story, it makes a lot of people emotional. Just the thought of my story, like the thought of when they put themselves in my shoes and have to deal with that. But, you know, it sounds really bad, and I know it sounds bad. You can't tell me it doesn't sound bad. But I got desensitized to it after a while because so many people aren't here anymore. You know, like it happened so often, and there was just no help for them. They didn't learn anything, like the army or the doctors, whoever it was, a psychologist. I won't point fingers at things or try and justify stuff, but like you lost 3 or 4 people. Why not change something? Like clearly something's not working properly. Empathy is a good thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's my sad story. Welcome to the channel. Don't know if that's too much. You're welcome. Problems require investigation. Investigation means stuff they're trying to hide comes up. Yeah. So here's a fun one for you. This is something that definitely confirms that statement. So there was a royal inquiry into the Australian Defence Force, and it was about suicide, drug use, and alcohol abuse. I think they were the 3 main things that they wanted to investigate. Like, what causes it? Why is it still rampant? What are people doing to stop it? That sort of deal. And I put my name up for it because I was like, yeah, I have some fucking things to say about that. Because like, again, I don't want to say some things that maybe that would be online forever, but I knew a lot of people that were doing things they shouldn't do. I knew that there was a lot of cover-ups. There was a lot of sort of hidden things, and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of things that were swept under the rug so that people wouldn't find out, and just heaps of stuff that I won't get into. And I wanted to put my hand up for it because the inquiry was talking mainly to ex-defense members and some confidential current serving members that wanted to talk. And my friend and I both put our hand up because we're in both very similar boats. We were both medically discharged. We were both sort of wrongfully discharged, like the way that I was treated during my medication and during my everything just wasn't up to par. It wasn't good enough. And yeah, I had some fucking things I wanted to say about it to some official people, and they told me I am too close to this and therefore my voice will not be heard. And I think that is the most sus fucking statement that I've ever heard about a bunch of people trying to keep things from being hidden. Like, that is sus as fuck. Means you know too much. It means that people that they've protected will be getting in trouble, and they didn't like that. That is why when people say, "Oh, like, I know that happened to you, and I'm really sorry, but you know there is a royal commission going into it now, so all of the things that you've mentioned, they're gonna get fixed." Okay. They're not going to get fixed if they're not going to talk to people that have actually got things to say. But too much red tape for the people who actually can help. Yeah. Yup. I hate that you know too much that they'd brush you off. Hate that if you know too much. Oh yeah, true. All because Jim Bob is protecting Steve, who's protecting John, who's protecting Sam, and so on. Yeah, it is. And like when I didn't play the game how they wanted me to play it, and I didn't act how they wanted me to act, that's when I sort of also got brushed to the side by a lot of mates, a lot of friends, a lot of family, you know, because that's what they are after you've been serving. They're your family, like you go to them for your problems, you go to them for a lot of things, for help, for this, for that. And as soon as I, stopped going clubbing and stopped, party scene sort of stuff, suddenly I just wasn't their friend anymore, which now, after accepting it, after figuring it out that it wasn't a me thing, it's more of a them thing, yeah, it is rough. It is stupid. Well, playing games and making some money is a mega win. Who needs the haters? Exactly. I did get shared onto a military page, like it's a military meme page, because I was trying to bring light to men's mental health within the Defense Force, right? And then my service came into question, and people being like, you didn't even serve, like you're trying to gain something for other people, something, whatever the fuck they said, I don't remember. And then they sent people, so now they're trying to make, yeah, that's the thing, I was trying to, talk on men's mental health in the Defense Force and how we get shut down and how we don't actually have a voice. And the first thing that happened is I get shared to a military meme page, and they came into my Twitch channel and started giving me shit in my Twitch channel. Started like, my niece was in the channel at the time. Like my niece watches me. She's she was at my military march out. She was, my niece, a fucking child, was in there, and they were saying some not very child-friendly things to me. Yeah, and I immediately messaged the admins of the page about it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you sort of sharing the fact that I wasn't in the service when I clearly was? And, they asked for evidence, and I sent that shit to them, and then they apologized and yeah, that wasn't us. We didn't tell them to go into your chat. Gosh, wait. fun of you. That's so not cool. I get that somewhat. I lost a lot of friends when we had kids. I know it's not the same, but yeah, no, it is the same. Everyone takes things differently. It's not. You can't gatekeep trauma, you know, like everyone goes through different things and they experience it differently. Like I went through some bad stuff, but that is my equivalent of bad stuff. Your equivalent of bad stuff might be different, you know. Someone else's equivalent of bad might be worse than mine. Like you can't draw a line in it. You can't be like, no, if this exact scenario didn't happen to you, you're not allowed to feel sad. Like that's another reason why mental health is like such a hard topic to try and tackle, because there's always people like, oh, but I've been through more than you. I don't like that. Gosh, imagine if you took that serious and did something, how would they feel? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You threaten a broken and crooked institution. How dare you? Yeah. At the time, I had never bad-mouthed the military. I had never. And I probably still won't, because, you know, I did a lot of good things, a lot of things that I'm proud of while I was in. And they're the memories that I'm going to keep. I'm not going to keep the other memories. I'm not going to dwell on the bad things. I'll dwell on the good things. But, like, I had never said anything bad enough to receive the retaliation that I got from a bunch of random people that I didn't know on a fucking meme page of all things. You don't need to badmouth them to be threatening to them. Yeah, that's true. But yeah. Moral of my story. Some shit things happened to me. I'm good now. Wasn't good for a while, but I'm good now. You know, the problem is there's a lot of really, really good people getting caught up in all of the rot. Like there's a lot of people that you know, get hate. Like I've been called a child murderer by like an elderly woman. Just not. It's not everyone. You can't just lump everyone in with like the same sort of thing. But at the same time, as you said, everyone seems to say one in, all in. So, you know, one rotten apple means the whole tree's dead, you know? Well, that's the way that it's perceived, anyway. And it was also while we were trying to save them from the Townsville floods. They were in the back of our vehicle because we had picked them up from somewhere that was flooding and they were at risk of drowning because they were elderly. And she was in the back of our vehicle that we were saving her in, driving her through like 2 or 3 meter deep floodwaters. And she said that shit to 4 or 5 of us, like, go out the hatch, old lady. Fucking Karen. Dumped her in the flash flood. Yeah. But like, all that we did was we tried to prove her wrong. Tried to be there, helping when we could, like trying to help the community, trying to, you know, we were out there rebuilding, we were out there cleaning people's houses, we were out there helping with everything. And then there's still people that decided to have a go at us and stuff. Like, It was disgusting, but they'll live and put William to bed. Oh, no worries. That's all good. Don't worry, my William is still guarding my front door, keeping the creepers away. Slowly taking shape. It's a lot of fiddling around. But yeah, how dare you help people save lives? Yeah, fuck me, right? Yeah. And like, so the same people that you'll see on, you know, Facebook or Instagram or something, and they're sharing like a heartfelt sort of, oh, we need to worry about men's mental illness, we need to do this and do that, are the people that don't fucking do it. Because I went to one of those people when I was going through my hard things, right? This is when I found out who my real friends are and who's just a fake. I contacted this person who had, you know, I've seen them share things about mental health and, oh, if you ever need a chat, like, if you ever need a drink, you know, my door's always open. If you ever need a chat, my ear's always open. Those people. Yeah, he's just like, so I think it was my third friend that had passed. Like, the other two hadn't really hit me before, and then on the third, they all sort of hit me at once, and I just had a real bad week. I had a real bad week. And, you know, I was probably drinking a carton a day, and if it wasn't a carton a day, it was a bottle a day. That was the sort of bad I'm talking. And I reached out to this person, and I was like, hey, I just need to chat. Like, I've got some things going on in life, and things are just a bit shit at the moment. Like, do you mind if I just have a chat with you? And the reaction wasn't like, oh my god, yeah, no worries, yeah, I'm happy to help, like, I'm happy to listen, like, what's going on? It was more trying to tell me that my issues weren't that bad and that I would get over it, and maybe I should just have a drink or like shit like that. And I was like, you are the fakest person I've ever met. Like, and there's a lot of them. So I have a very, very small group of friends now. Like, my group is very small. And I'm very, very big on talking feelings now, because, like, you know, the whole toxic men keeping their personal problems to themselves and not talking about it, and, you know, I'm a man, I can get through this. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've seen some of the manliest men I've seen, you know, in the fetal position type of thing. Like, it's just not real. Not to give them excuses, but those people that post things like that are generally struggling with stuff, and because they don't deal with it, they expect you to be the same. Yeah, potentially. Maybe. I have no idea. I mean, like, I've moved those people out of my mind, out of my life. Haven't spoken to them in 4 or 5 years now. But yeah. Such is life. I have that psych degree, bro. People like to think I don't know what I do. Yeah. I won't say what I was gonna say. It's crazy, but hey, girls love dudes who can share emotions. Beira always tells me this. Mums does have that degree. She is so smart, it annoys me, but in a good way, I guess. And I 100% I understand that. I work in that industry because I do think there's a lot wrong with stuff. Personal experience only. This is definitely not me saying to anyone should follow my suit. But personal experience only. Therapy, psychiatry, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, all of that stuff didn't work on me. You know, I was given everything. I was given a bloody cocktail of drugs to take every morning and every night. And none of it worked for me. So I went a different way, did different things and found different ways to cope, and they have helped me a fair bit. But yeah, talking to a psych or a therapist or those sort of people, it never helped me. If anything, it was more of a hindrance because I had to drive to that appointment, which would hurt my back. So I'd end up getting to this appointment sore and not wanting to be there at all. Teaching. Yeah. I've heard a lot of teachers have issues with it as well. Apparently vet is one of the highest rates of depression of anything. Good soup. Good soup. I do love some good soup. So that was loud. They're all pretty loud, man. Like I accept it. I'm happy that they're loud. They need to get over me talking shit. That was in my head when I got it. I've been at a concert all day. I can't hear it anyway.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade. Excuse me. That sucks a lot. Yeah, it does. It does. But I use my experiences to try and help people as much as I can, without being that guy that's like, this is what I did, this is what you should do. Like, I'm not that sort of person. But I share my experiences so people can either learn from them or, you know, compare them to their own experiences, things like that, because so many bloody people deal with the same things. Like, you know, and no one wants to talk about it. Everyone just wants to act tough and, you know, be the adult and be, you know, have this sort of persona of tough or manly or masculine or whatever you want to call it. They just want to be that at the detriment of their literal mental health. Wants to be that hero. Yeah, the hero complex is just a toxic sort of thing. Yeah. Like, how dare men have feelings? Yeah. It's... I won't say the next thing that I wanted to say. I'll get in trouble. Get in trouble by someone. Just say it. Well, okay, again, opinion. The new age of, you know, feminism has been so much worse for the, you know, the men that were trying to sort of get out and talk about their feelings. You know, just men hating women is just as toxic as anything else that I've encountered. Like, hello there, still here checking the ingredient stock for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, nice. Like, there are definitely not all. Like, I know so many amazing women, and, you know, my family included. So I'm not gonna bunch a whole gender together. Yes, I think I understand men hating women. It's becoming more of a thing I'm seeing. Yeah, it's more like girls have been normalizing, again, not all. There's obviously both sides of the coin. You know, the misogynistic, misogyny used to be like this thing where, you know, men hated women and treated them like dirt and stuff. And, you know, this new age of feminism has been like, oh, well, if they did it to us in the past, we can do it to them. And, you know, literally saying kill all men and, you know, all these stupid things, not nice things. You know, like, it angers me. It's just the hypocrisy. You know, like, how dare a man say a single bad thing about a woman? How dare they? Also, I hope all men die. That's a sort of, yeah. Like, it's toxic. It goes both ways. Men are just as bad as women with it sometimes, but it's become more mainstream and more accepted, and, you know, there's no repercussions for women saying these things. And it's problematic as fuck. And, you know, every single person, like every female in my life that I believe is a good person has also the same thing. I can't believe they're saying this. Like that isn't the right thing to say. But then they go around talking about woman power when majority don't agree with what they're having to say. Like, what they say is disgusting. Disgusting on every level. I do not like it. There is a hidden, not a hidden reason, but there is a reason why it angers me so much, and it has to do with me losing one of my mates. Like, I don't know, I think I shared it somewhere. I was like, hey, everyone, the funeral for this guy is here on this day in this location. Make it if you can. And one of these, I don't know what you'd describe them as. The alt feminists or radical feminists or something like that. But basically I shared his obituary sort of information, and it was like, he probably deserved it, all men are pigs. And from that day on, I've just had a raging anger towards anyone that says anything remotely the same as that. Even if it's jokingly, I do not like it at all. Mums knows the name. What's it called? Bitches. No, she doesn't know. Like, here's the thing. This is my opinion again. Just shoving my opinion down people's throats. So misogynistic men breed misandrist females. You know, like a generation of misogynistic women hating men has created a new generation of men hating women. Like, it's just a circle of hate. And unless it's broken somewhere, it's just going to keep on going round and round. If you want me to shut up, just let me know. I get into a rant and I don't stop. Where are you shooting me from, Sacagawea? Generational trauma. I think that's the term. Really slow but loads of fun. Yeah, I saw you playing the Bear Wolf last night. I was fucking sick. Generational trauma. I think that is the right way to put it. Because, like, you know, it just goes around and around. It just keeps going and going and going. Like, unless it's stopped somewhere, it's just going to keep on going. You know, misogynistic men breed misogynistic men. Like, man-hating women breed man-hating children. Like, it goes on and on. It has to stop somewhere. Again, I'm probably just talking out my ass, but that's my opinion. That's my opinion! Me. Yeah, the wolf and bear did look fucking sick. You could turn that into a Viking. Hang out, I just want full release of D4 before affiliate. And slay demons while coming to see your stream too, of course. Yes. Well, if you're on D4, you know I'll probably be there too with you. Just gotta fucking download the thing. Hello, sir. Let me tell you about our Lord and Savior, Odinson. really does. Like, those graphics are unbelievable for a Diablo game. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, it does look amazing. Yeah, it didn't look too over the top. It still had the impact without, you know, being too much. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It has no area damage tag. Nuts. It has been... Ooh. Yeah, look. You don't need to keep selling me on the game. I'm getting it. I have it. I want to play it. Side quests are not the same. Goblins are massive. Oh, I'm so excited. Hello, sir. Would you like to learn about... Yeah. They're not as small as D3. Yeah, I'm very excited to play. Please. So excited. Hmm.
Bing bang.
Bing bong. Fuck your life. Chicken nuggets. I got HDR on now. I didn't have it on last night. Oh my god, it looks so good without HDR. Ah! Stop. I thought you were sleeping. No, I wasn't sleeping. I was making you stuff. I was in bed and then saw that you had changed your name and stuff. So I kind of just got straight up and started making new logos. And then I chucked 2 or 3 screens on and started watching. I should have been in bed. No, not your bad. If I didn't get up and do it then, I would have forgotten and wouldn't have got done at all. So I was just like, I'll do it now. Get it done. people will see the name and probs be like, nope. Yeah, the only problem with your name is if you misspell it, it takes you to an Arabic proverb from the Quran. That is the only thing that I can see that's potentially bad. But the name, the Celtic origin, I love it. So good. And it does if you misspell or you add capitalizations in where it shouldn't be. Well, you don't have to be sorry or anything. I was letting you know just so you knew. Exactly. That's why Void and I are so good. Ten minutes till you're off work? Yeah, that's good. Good luck, you. Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup. Very good soup.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, he's candy. Since Mum's isn't working, I might stream hard tomorrow. Yeah, honestly, I probably will jump on mine. I think Void's last day tomorrow, so I'll be playing Ark after that, but sometimes I try and base my streams around what Void's doing, because he's, when he's at work, I can't play Ark, because what can do. This is looking a lot bigger and more open. Wish I could stream and go to bed. I'm probably gonna hop off pretty shortly. The Nurofen kicked in, so my headache went away, but if my headache didn't disappear, I probably would have just jumped off. But I'm glad that it has. Thanks for the gifted sub, mate. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Must have had a good day at work if that's what you're doing. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Ah, giving it to Mumsy too. Now she has the emojis and the what are they called? Emojis? I think they're called emojis. She coming. She coming. I'm Celtic. Just wasn't born there. Really want to go to Scotland. It's like, they wouldn't know you. They wouldn't know you're never in the vids. Are you redheaded? Neither. I can still guarantee I'm more Scotland. What's the percentage? Pull the percentages out. Now you've got some nice new emojis to use. No, just descendants from the last king of Scotland. Are we related? It's when you get sub, what else do you get? You get ad-free viewing, so you won't get any more ads when you watch my streams ever. You get, for doing a tier 1 sub, you unlock 2 emojis. Sorry, emotes. And then tier 3 is a different one, tier 5 is another one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's ad-free viewing, pretty much. You're paying to not get ads anymore, and you also unlock the emotes forever, even if you aren't subbed to it anymore. Flight is not included. Can you make subs get special channel points too? Yes, that's another thing as well. If you sub, you get 500 points immediately. If you gift a sub, you also get those 500 points. However many bits you donate is how many points you get. I believe when you sub to a tier 1, you get 1.2 times the amount of free points every time that little chest pops up. Yeah, so you will earn points faster and stuff like that. Not to Queensland. I did have other things that were like sub only, but I didn't have enough subs to use that feature, so I didn't bother. Didn't bother promoting it. This place has so much room for activities. Never been to Australia, would love to visit sometime in the future. Yeah, it's a very, very good place. It's very nice. screw it, I'm putting my shirt on. Streaming time. Yeah, nice. Well, you let me know when you're live. Red goes to bed. If you want to lurk my stream, you. Yeah, oh no. Okay, well, this is the limit. This is the limit of how I can build out. Actually, what's the word, Captain? I sure will be in your chat and spam your sound alerts. Best way. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. Gold Coast. Ugh. Ugh. Give me 1 second. I will be back. That's a hard question. Hard ass question. Oh, I'm back. Okay, then I know where to go. Oh, what did I miss? Depends on what you want to experience. I prefer less crowd. Oh, for sure, Western Australia then. We're too isolated to get too crowded. Excuse me. Right. Once upon a time.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
Yes. I binge it every couple months. It's just yours. Would you like to see what I've done? I'd be clearing. I'd be clearing lots. And then I've got an idea. Because I didn't realize how close that edge was. Should not have stayed up last night. I did. Yeah. I can build out here. I was going to build a big curved viewing platform that you can walk out onto. Have you eaten? Be out there soon. I don't know how y'all do it. Just watch till you doze off. I should not have stayed up as late as I did last night. Send a little bit straight to work. Just, oh, God. You could say Mummy was all wrapped up. Ah! Got him. Not my best. I'm sticking with it. I'm so tired that took me so long to get. That's okay. When is Doth Father going live? I thought he was dressed. I was gonna play Sims tonight too. I'm pretty sure Feyre was streaming Sims before I went live. Pretty sure. Hello, Ninja Fish. How are you? Hope you're having a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever you are. A great night. I caught a bit of it while still working. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was going for a whole new playthrough, which is pretty cool. She's very, very good at building. She built my house on Sims. It looks so cool. Like, down to, like, she built a garage even though there's no cars. She put security systems in even though there's no real point of it. She put, like, the cameras in. If someone got a hold of her Sims account, like that Sims build that she did, they would know exactly where my security cameras are in my house. That's how good she did it. You heading off, you, are you? I spend so long building, I don't actually want to play because I'm done. Yeah, that's literally what Feyre did. I think she spent like 6 hours building the house before she introduced them. Ninja fish. Why do I know that name? Some dope custom content. Yeah, I can imagine it'd be fun. I did get into it for a while. I tried doing a werewolf playthrough, but it just didn't give me that nostalgic kick that I was wanting from it, you know what I mean? When is Doth Father going live, mother? Are you related to King Olaf by any chance? Still remember being given $100 for my 12th birthday. I think it may have been 10th, and buying. Being sad for a year because the PC couldn't play it. Yeah. Right. Because it was on my dad's side that we are related to a Norwegian king. It was like a Viking king who then invaded Scotland, and that's how my family sort of, that's like the history of my family. It was Scandinavian, Norwegian, and then Scottish, Irish, and like the most minute little bit of English in there as well. Good work. We all know you needed it. I kid. Fuck this guy. Try to make it another 5 hour. Stays at 5 yours as mum's accounts and yours. Okay, can't make it done. Oh yeah. So much room. Look at it all. So I'm thinking I'm gonna build a skull face here, facing out this way, like a big dome skull face. And then out here, this entire edge, like, because I'll cut this mountain away, like all the way out, and I'll just make a big curved viewing platform that you can walk out onto, which has like basically a walkway thing that you can walk from here all the way around the outside of it and still have access to inside. I'll rub my balls on your drum kit. I don't know if you touched my drum kit. I know you touched my drumstick because there's a chip in it. What are you doing? I'm burying you. Why are you sweating? I was watching Cops. Better not get in my face. I'll knock his ass out. That's good. Good soup. Good soup. Prestige worldwide. International. Prestige worldwide. Wide. I hear you. There you are. Yeah. Don't know what to do, but I know I need to do it. Damn it, Dale. Where are you? Still there, mother? Man.
Ay, ay.
Swear I just heard someone talking. Mummy is going to go fall into bed and not move. Hope you move after a while, at least. Okay, well, it was nice knowing you. You will be missed. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Oh. Secret tunnel. Tunnel. What if I were to... Second secret tunnel. What if I were to... Secret tunnel. Secret tunnels. You guys sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Two bros chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. And they were roommates. Oh my god, and they were roommates. Oh, crack. Let's play Guess the Vine. Alright. Go. I can't, literally right now I'm having a blank. I was trying to think of a vine to try and stump you with, but I could not think of a single one. Richard! Look at all these chickens. They're clearly fucking ducks. Did you get lipstick? No, I don't know what that one is. Another. Another. What is this? Perfect. I like it. Another.
I spilled lipstick in your Valentino bag.
Oh, you spilled lipstick in my Valentino white bag.
I spilled.
Yeah, but I don't think she ever said, "Did you get lipstick?" Did she? You spilled lipstick in my Valentino white bag. Almost dropped my croissant. Give me another one. Father's taking his time going live. Okay, my Steam on. Oh, fuck. Oh. Thank you if anybody is still... Wait a minute. If anyone is still sitting in my chat, I appreciate you all coming. Have a good morning, night, evening, day, whatever it is for you. And I will catch you on the next one.